Imagine a system designed to protect children, but instead, it's responsible for losing them, neglecting them, and putting them in harm's way. This is the harsh reality for too many kids in the foster care system. Children in foster care are nearly 4 times more likely to be abused than those in the general population. These children, already burdened with trauma, are placed in situations where their vulnerability is heightened, facing increased risks of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. The system meant to shield them often fails in the most devastating ways, but the corruption doesn't stop there. County agencies responsible for child welfare have been caught hiding evidence, manipulating cases, and using innocent children as pawns to push their bureaucratic agendas. These actions are not just unethical, they're criminal. They destroy lives, tearing families apart and leaving children to suffer in a system more focused on exploitation than protection. Did you know that 50% of foster kids become homeless within just 18 months of aging out? Or that 35% of youth in foster care fall into the trap of illegal drugs? These aren't just numbers, they're cries for help from a broken system. And it gets worse. 60 to 70% of children involved in human trafficking come from backgrounds in child welfare programs and foster care. 80% of foster youth suffer from severe mental health issues. And tragically, many of these kids are more likely to end up in prison or on the streets than to graduate high school. The financial structure of foster care is deeply flawed. Counties receive an average of $41,821 to $198,933 per year for each child in foster care. This system often incentivizes keeping kids in foster care rather than reuniting them with their families. The result? More children trapped in an extremely broken system, with their well-being traded for profit. At Fathers Advocacy Network, we're not just exposing these statistics, we're fighting for change. We shine a light on the corruption and bias within child protective services and family courts, holding those in power accountable and pushing for reforms to protect the most vulnerable among us. Join us in the fight for justice and accountability. Your voice, your story, and your support can make a difference. Whether you've aged out of foster care and experienced these horrific stats, or you've experienced bias or corruption in family courts, or been wronged by CPS, we want to hear from you. Share your story with us, or donate to help us shine a light on the injustices tearing families apart. Together, we can push for the reforms needed to protect the most vulnerable among us. Visit our website today, because every child and family that has been silenced deserves a voice, and every voice can bring change.